Double setup here for North. If Heroic drop, this could be problematic. They fake flash in. Christo drops. Testez finding that kill, but AZ doubles up with the USP before he is eventually overwhelmed. Cajun now looking away from Ivy is given away for Stown into the site, and he drops Gay coming from Connector. Excellent execute.
Yeah, lots to do here. They know exactly where he is. MSL trapped in Pop, Cadian and Borup and Stown all looking in his direction from inside of this bomb site. This is a very tricky round, and MSL gets taken down. I love any game that features Cadian versus MSL.
That's going to be easier said than done with Heroics as a favorite right now. They've been looking very, very good here. Although I say Heroic have been looking very, very good. They're 0-2 in the group, Harry. The bottom of the group. It's just the way that their games have gone, right? Like an overtime and a 30-round versus Heroic last night. But we'll move past it because Heroic, a new day, a new Dane. And Nico, he's boosted above the smoke on Ivy. Catches a player on the A site. There's still Christo here, but he's only good for one with the Deagle. MP9 about as good as done, and Heroic will trade their way to a second round on A. Stown late lurking Ivy, he's thrown utility, he's come back to his team, and now here comes a B play.
Yeah, AZ's gotten into a position though, and it looks like he's going to try and head up Pop quickly for this rotation, and so he might be able to come in fast and offer some kind of resistance, but there's already players holding it down. Christo was still alive in the site, but he actually falls almost immediately, and now this entire round pretty much falls into the hands of AZ. He is able to come in and deal with one, but Stown is wrapping the rapper, and AZ actually able to readjust in time. And he's still continuing this wrap in through the heavens. Cadian putting up one. AZ in with the response, but he gets traded. It's down to the 1v1, and actually AZ on for the ace. Borup up against him, and AZ going to go ahead and drop a smoke, sticking the defuse now. Borup has to come in with the peek, and he denies it with a second to spare. It's Borup with 3. That's remaining to be our worry in this round. MSL and Gay, they'll both open up with a killer piece, and MSL actually continues that little reign of terror a little bit longer, waiting for this aggression, and Christo holding close to main. Maybe he gives this one over. Maybe he gives something up here. Now going to peek wide, and he does best Christo, so a 2-on-4 Molly here to help him. I think this is a save, but they're they're still trying to go for it, but
that's such a 6-0 round for Heroic, man. Look at how safe Heroic have been playing on this T side towards B early on with a few players. Again, that solo inner play for North, nothing's changed here. AZ though, that is a change. He's dead in the pop dog. Borup takes the spawn and fires a bullet right to the face of AZ. He does get smoked, but with a flashbang follows up, and he can get a player on the site. He's got so much info. He spots all 3 A players and kills one of them as well. Now the hounds have been unleashed. Heroic are all over the site. They're looking to chase down these CTs, but MSL is still here and kicking. 2 kills, both headshots with the AWP. Ridiculous stuff. He even hit the wallbang collapse on that first player. Tess is going to try and move forward. He's got MSL pinned at the back. MSL doesn't know, and Gade, his back's been spotted. That might bait Tess's into his death here, but he swings and he succeeds. 2 kills from Tess's. Cajun in the clutch, and he might just go for the save.
He's still creeping forward. He still looks curious, but time is his enemy right now, as well as his enemies. He's got lots of them. Cajun, nice shot there onto Tessez. Left in the 1v1 with Cadian, and surely there's just no time. He's going to drop a smoke on the bomb. Tries to bait Cadian in for a peek that he hopes might have him go down with the bomb, and it just doesn't happen that way.
You're not wrong there, Harry. I always appreciate the interviews and the content we get from the players as well. Get a bit more insight. This one, though, it's a fast B play. Heroic don't realize Gade is in the site, and he's here to stay. 2 kills off of the spray. Cadian turns around in the smoke and does drop the pop flank. This time, Heroic expecting it. It's been a long time since he's in a hit, and Nico is in a powerful position. He's dropped MSL with the orb, and he's ready for another. Nico on a double, eventually put down by Gade at the back of the site on his 3rd. Low HP, though, relying on Christo on a late flank that Heroic are probably not prepared for. Cadian with a flick. He was just throwing a smoke towards a connector, and he 180s for that kill, leaving Gade alone in a clutch. At this point, Cadian is already out of the site. He is already running A, or faking it rather, and Gade is here. Heroic don't know it. He's walking with his back turned into his enemies, and he will get the kill, but now Gade rotates outer, and Cadian, committing back to B, has to go A, but that's exactly where Gade is going. This is such a mess. This is such a mockery of a round.
He wants to pick this round up. Molly down, and that's going to force Cadian back, but he actually gets up on top of the train, swings on out, fires off a shot. Gade now knows, but so much time is ticked off of this bomb. The Gade cannot win the round, no matter how hard he tries.
Oh dear.
Cadian's not going to find him running away, so Gade is going to live to fight another day.
the need that you feel at times to take control, but the risk that comes with it. North not wanting to give away kills. MSL armorless and close towards main. He smoked off one side, but Molly's landed a sandwich and pushed him out into the open. Luckily, not punished for it. Heroic spam does just elude MSL's position, and he can go back into it after the Molly is faded. Cajun kills down, coming through the Ivy smoke, and now a 3-on-3 here as North sit inside of A. Cajun moving very aggressively, and Teslas is not ready for such a pushed-up player. These close positions for North are providing kills and leaving Cadian alone in a clutch, a 1-on-3 with no time to do it. They're going to push him down as well. Cadian, oh, he's missed a shot, and with a jiggle, you can't afford to miss those. Look at how much of a difference that $800 bomb money would have made for Heroic, right? We got players with no util, we got no AWP in the last round of the half, and MSL, he is looking to take these players away. He's done that in a big way. 2 kills off of 1 shot. MSL posts back up and he just waits because Heroic, this round's done. It's looking like a 6-9 end of half, and MSL will make it so. He will put the nails in the coffin one by one.
Yeah, the bad news bear, as I think they're known. And in this round, Nico does get dropped. It's the end of the half with North recovering 6 rounds.
Cadian, so a bit of a raid boss situation here for Heroic, and they're going to be bringing the heat towards B. Cadian loses his life. There's a quick trade from Nico in upper, and he is here to stay. 2 kills, 3 from Nico, all headshots, and he can just fall back into the B bomb site with no worry. Tesses has pushed pop. Christo can't go anywhere. Harry, you thought the bad times would be over after the first half for Christo? Well, they have just begun.
Yeah, now it all falls onto Cajun B, and well, there we go. That's pretty much it, isn't it? We kind of nailed that one. Down, able to secure it. That this could be a possibility. Finally, Cadian's going to turn back around, but it's too late. MSL is already deep. MSL is already out. Testes has done a great job of dodging these players in the back line. He's able to put up 2, and he's able to keep Heroic in this round, but it's still going to be a very tricky... What? What? No, that's not how that was meant to happen. That's not how that was meant to go down. A bomb plant coming in for North. Not quite denied in time by Nico, but he's done a lot in terms of the damage. Cajun is pincered. 1 behind, 1 in front. Cajun B. Oh, almost. He lands a tag with the flick. Almost the 180, but not quite. Nico now reaching a 2-0 KD on the back of this retake. He puts up 2.
Down Ivy to take control. Stown pushes through a Molotov. You won't see a thing. Gade's out and about. Cadian doesn't know. It's a free kill for Gade. He's just going to smoke off Stown in the Ivy position as well. Wants nothing to do with it. Tesses and Barb in the outer site. Good for one setup for Heroic on this outer site. With Stown still inside, they don't know, and he's dropped the first. They know a man's main as well. Stan's got his number, and now it is just MSL giving away his position. Stown going above with a grenade. It will hit. MSL will too. He'll fight back, and the bomb getting played. 3 HP for MSL. No need to move. Wait for the tap. Stown's playing patient on top of the train, but he doesn't know where MSL's got to.
Yeah, MSL has disappeared, and now swinging out. Stown looking the wrong way. MSL with a stellar clutch to keep North in this one, to churn on up. MSL v Cadian, let's go. Who wins this one? And Cadian, let's bring it. 2 kills on the auto shotty. Christo out from Ivy does drop 1, and AZ dealt with up at B, but Cajun will trade, and it's back into this 2-on-2. They're both wrapping up close, but there's not the best spacing in the world on this. There's Stown with the re-peek, and Cajun swinging a little wide there. Actually gets dropped by the AWP. There was a world in which Cajun was able to isolate that first fight and then duck away.
Yeah. They have a very good chance to win Vertigo. Of course, Heroic are going to be prepared on it, right? Like, as Blair said, they let it slip in the veto, but, you know, if North aren't feeling confident on Vertigo, then I have nothing else to say. You know, that's their map pick. That's where they should be finding some headshot angle. Gade, oh, he's crept out. He's got a timing. He's got a gap, and no one's got any idea. Gade dropping the Ivy play. That opens up the play now for the bomb, but Cadian's shut it down. Trade is quick from AZ. Gade is still in the yard, but doesn't realize they're in main. He's considering it, but that is all it is, a consideration, and Borb has not given him the information that would mean Gade just hang around here forever. He's still just sitting sandwich side. The bomb's parted for him. No reason to move now, and AZ can start hunting for those other rotations, both through Con. AZ's hit the first Barb, gone, and gonna get Gade as well. It's just AZ in the site, 1-on-2 for the map. Heroic in a 2-on-1 retake. Great flash, and Stan gonna peek off the back of it. He's got the round, he's got the map. Heroic have got 16, and that is it. Locked in. Vertigo around the corner on the horizon. North's picking the series.
Heroic with a CT side start as well. Obviously, with it being North's map pick, it's their decision as to where they end up. Tess says, I like this idea, just waiting at short side. Now they try and rotate back into B, but the early warning system of Stown is blared on off, and Nico putting up another. Leaves Cajun B and AZ in a 2-on-3. But if I've learned one thing about AZ in these pistol rounds, he's got a USP in hand, and he's not a man to be underestimated with this gun. He does put up one, but Borup in with the response. Cajun B just sneaking down beneath him, but not for long. Tess double peeking in, however. There's another man offering himself up. Thankfully, Borup has kept this one even. At this point, North are wondering, like, how many more players are there in this clown car at short, man? Like, one comes out, then another, then a third. And then there was actually a fourth man back inside of the site that they're able to deal with as well. They walk into that heavy A stack.
Cadian is going to get out of there with the AK, shuffling guns out of this round. Smart play, considering his team don't have weapons. So he's actually given an AK to Borup here, who only had a P250. Or a Deagle. That's a massive upgrade. And Nico's even pushed B as well. Christo may be considering it, but distraction is there in the form of Stown, and now a double flank coming through. North are trying to hit the A site. They're walking into a triple setup. Everywhere they go is full of Danes, and not friendly Danes, not their teammates, no, merely their enemies. AZ, Molly, won't work. Actually, it does. Borup eventually gets cleaned up. It's a very late kill. AZ now in a clutch. He can't compete. Stown on the flank. Tesla's going to flash his way back in after the Molotov. They've already beat him to the punch. MSL is round the corner with the kill. Borup blinded in the sight. He can't do a thing.
Oh, and the mollies have rained in. Borup is trapped and left to fend for himself. Cadian trying to ring on in from CT, but he can't find a kill. Bomb has been planted and it's very exposed. It's very open here for Ramp. There is a kill provided, at least in favor of Heroic. It's Nico's flank stepping up and delivering, and now the remaining two players for North, they're both trapped inside of the site. One of these, MSL, the other Christo, and these two were the ones who put this round on the board in the round prior for North. Can they do it again? Christo, 5 bullets in the AK, and he's making every bullet count, but not enough for Nico. And MSL dodging this man, migrating to the ramp. There's no time for Nico in this round. Wants to try and get his hands on an AWP to save, and there is one back here in CT.
Very passive setup from Heroic, just down spotting this from the construction area. He's going to fall off, give them the control, can always smoke it off. Nico's here as well. Cadian's dropped AZ down ramp. There is one more A player there, with the exception of the rest of North and middle. MSL's been dealt with, and now it is just this mid-take for North. They can go anywhere they want.
Oh, Nico lining up a double over in mid, and it's all fallen onto Gade, and Gade falls shortly thereafter. 6 on the board for Heroic. They find a very important round here.
The same way North are, so right now North need to speed things up and pick up a round, but Nico does not want to let that happen. He's so good at forcing these early fights on ramp, and Gade able to trade, able to get one, but it's not enough. Heroic just have wave after wave of defense on this A site. 4 players at one point. Now 3 after they've lost 1, but that jump is going to end MSL's life. Cadian's posted, and he might have more coming down the chamber as well. There's Christo, Cajun, last out, will get tagged, but gets the kill. Keeps North in this round, but only by the skin of his teeth in a 1-on-3. Now, full util, a 1-on-3 and loads of time with the bomb. This is a clutch set up perfectly for Cajun. Can he do it? He found the first.
Entrusted with the clutch, he will find Stown through the wall. Now Borup has been coming in on a wrap. Borup gonna smoke the bomb, taps it. That's gonna bake the peek out from Cajun, but Borup backing up into his crop there. Actually, they just missed each other. A bit of damage exchange through the smoke, and Borup dropping a nade. Even more damage onto Cajun. He gets the kill, and it's gonna be very, very close, but I think he's got it just about. It's 8 on the board for Heroic. Now a man down. They're looking to put this back into a 4-on-4. Cadian, though, is holding for this push, and the molly forces MSL into his crosshair. Nice utility work to lock in that kill. Now, a wall of smokes has come in at the site, and it allows North to push up behind it, but they're sharing this bomb site. This is shared accommodation, and Testes is the least kind of landlords. He shuts it all down. It might not feel like they really get to play this CT side, but I think even if they find the pistol, right, one of the things you really need on Vertigo is, like, time to make adjustments. For like a few rounds, you might get caught off guard by these fast plays. And you kind of need that buffer to safeguard yourself. Now, in this round, they have picked up a man advantage, and they're really pressuring this aggressive ramp hold. They're looking to punish Heroic for going aggro in round 15. And they still sit with a man advantage, even with Cadian recuperating some of these sunk costs over towards short side. It's still leaning in the advantage of North. Cadian's actually getting aggressive. He might catch the timing here. Gade up on top of the cinder blocks, deals with Borup, who runs on in.
Heroic going to start to move. Cadian first point of contact here as he looks into the site, but look at how passive North are playing it. They're not getting any contacts. Down, dropped by the sandbags player of Cajun, and Cadian, he's just a second away from death himself. Even if he gets a kill, it won't matter. North have done it. 4 rounds at the end of the half.
And those Betway odds that just came in, 1.01 to 9, they are massively in favor of Heroic right now, and justifiably so. And Nades found a lot of early damage, however. And the first kill in the pistol going the way of North, but the victory is short-lived. Gade toppled at the B-bomb site. And AZ now, the only man that stands between Heroic and getting this bomb down. He falls MSL on the rotation. MSL, there's a crossfire set up. They know where he is. They've got his name. They've got his number. MSL swinging wide and to no avail. Pistol round found for Heroic. And this is a very grim scenario to be in if you are North. To keep the dream alive in this series, Heroic trying to settle it all with the B play, and North, they stack 3 over towards A early on. They rotate them away, and that's because Christo hasn't seen anything at ramp on his peak. They're already aware that this is likely a B play, but Nico deep in the site gets away with a lot of damage. Not a kill on the back of it, though. The molly's raining in, and that's going to trap a man. AZ try and retake this site. They deal with Cadian through the smoke. That's going to help out massively. So they've got themselves quite the advantage. There is still Stown waiting to come in on a mid lurk. It all depends on how much time Testes and Stown can buy, or Borup rather, at the B bomb site. And Testes with 3. Now the flank comes in from Stown, and he's removed another. Cajun B left in the 1v2, trying to deny 14 to Heroic, and he can't get it done. He's got to get away. He's got to run for the hills, but it's 14 on the board for Cadian. Tricky situation to peek into if you're Heroic. However, if you peek it like that and you just eliminate Cajun, you spot him in the corner, you somehow isolate that engagement into 2 separate 1v1s, then suddenly it's nowhere near as threatening. And now, with mid control being taken, once again, they try and tempt North with the idea of coming in on a flank. Look at Christo. He's gone all the way down towards the bottom of ramp. He's holding in this corner, and they're going to check it. Sure, he gets one, but this is where the trade should come in. And Christo gets dropped, trying to remove that, trying to drop that smoke down towards the bottom of ramp.
And right there is, again, something Blair mentioned on the desk as a bit of a newbie to this level for Christo. He had situations like that on train where he would get caught out and not be expecting his opponents to trade him, thinking he has a chance to drop a grenade or swap weapons. It's just not available, and you're going to get punished at this level. Right now, Heroic are at such a pivotal point and only 1 kill away from making this a reality. It's just easy. Not going to happen. He finds a couple, but that's going to be it. Heroic 2-0 the series. They take it away from North on their map pick in a dominant affair. 16-4 on Vertigo. Heroic, they've only got a couple maps played on this map, but I think it's going to become a mainstay of their pool at this rate if things continue in the way that we just saw.